Okay, so Drake really woke up and chose chaos again, because why are we reopening a rap beef that already sent the entire internet into cardiac arrest the first time? And somehow Kendrick didn't even say a word this year, yet Drake still found a way to drag him back into the conversation. At this point, Kendrick is probably somewhere minding his business, while Drake is up at 1 a.m. writing angry poetry about not like us ruining his life. Because according to reports, Drake allegedly leaked a new diss track called 1 a.m. in Albany, and he had a lot to get off his chest. Kendrick got hit, LeBron got hit, J. Cole caught strays, and honestly, the energy is giving I never emotionally recovered. And fans immediately clocked that Drake still sounds deeply bothered over the 2024 beef, which, to be fair, you can understand. Not Like Us became a cultural reset. That song was everywhere. It dominated the charts, won Kendrick 5 Grammys, had entire stadiums screaming, "A minorrrr," and basically turned Drake into the internet's favorite punching bag for months. And now it looks like Kendrick might actually be planning to respond. Insiders are claiming Kendrick is back in the studio working on a Not Like Us Part 2. And if that's true, this is about to get ugly. Especially because Drake is allegedly threatening to sue again if Kendrick drops another diss, saying it would somehow prove all the claims from his previous lawsuit. So he is beefing in the booth and in court at the same time. And once we get into these leaked lyrics, the LeBron betrayal drama, and Drake dragging UMG into another legal war, you will see why the internet is saying he should have just left Kendrick alone. Girl, one of these days, Drake is going to finally realize that Kendrick is not the one you want to play with, because Kendrick was just out here doing his thing and not bothering anybody. But Drake decided to be messy all over again and diss Kendrick unprovoked. Well, not exactly unprovoked, because y'all know they have all that beef. But it has been quiet for almost 2 years, and we all thought it was in the past. Until a couple of days ago. According to this report, the song, which is titled 1 a.m. in Albany, supposedly leaked online. And on it, Drake went after his ops, specifically Kendrick, LeBron James, and J. Cole. And as you can expect, Drake had a lot to say about Kendrick. In one part of the song, he said, "To be the number one, you gotta lead the way. And to hold something over my head forever, you're still a couple feet away." Plot twist, the owl never sees the cage. The owl only wakes up to seize the day. Talking about hiding the Bible, maybe y'all should read a page. Iced out crosses on their necks thinking Jesus saves. Well, even if he does, ninja, either way, the blasphemy you talk let me know that your amazing grace gonna be delayed. In another part, he said, "You ninjas should be ashamed. The fact you had to bring those talks to get some decent plays, goodness grace. God wanna wipe that lil smug look right off your effing face? All you really did was cap like uppercase, dodge the truth, but still managed to finally get a hit that lets you run a base. Ninjas saw you out at first. You need 'em, so you out at home now, just like a double play." But that's not all, because he also dissed Kendrick on the song Shebang from his new album, Iceman. He said, "Where's the beef? It's cooked. Where's the boy? He's booked. Don't even recognize none of these names at the top of the charts. I looked. Am I upset? A bit. Last one you dropped was bad. I did press play on that hoe. Mid, skip. Skip. What should I take? A trip. Who should I take? His B." Clearly, Drake didn't learn anything from 2024, because him bringing Kendrick's fiancé into the beef was the reason Kendrick went brutal and dropped Meet the Grams and Not Like Us. It's clear that Drake is still super salty over the 2024 beef. And if we're being honest, it's hard to blame him for it. Not only was Not Like Us the song of the summer, but it won Kendrick 5 Grammys. And I know y'all remember how Kendrick took his sweet time getting to the stage just so the crowd could yell, "A minorrrr." And let's not forget the viral Say Drake moment at the Super Bowl.
"I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to them and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from them."
It was like a humiliation ritual for Drake, and it was like the entire industry was on Kendrick's side. The beef kind of died down after Not Like Us. Because how exactly do you even come back after something like that? Anywho, fast forward to now, 2 years later, and Drake is finally clapping back. And Kendrick was not the only one Drake came for, because he also had the same energy for LeBron. This was because LeBron supported Kendrick while the beef was still going strong. I know y'all remember this video of LeBron rapping Not Like Us word for word. Drake took this as a betrayal because of his previously close relationship with LeBron. Take February 2023, for example, when LeBron James became the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Drake was right there celebrating with him. And back in 2021, when Drake received Billboard's Artist of the Decade award, it was LeBron narrating the tribute video for him, hyping up his success and calling it Certain Destiny.
Are we sure it's luck? 9 #1 albums, 6 #1 songs, a record 232 songs on the Billboard charts, 45 top 10 chart positions, the most of any artist ever. Are we sure it's luck? The first artist to debut at #1, 2, and 3 simultaneously. More weeks on the Hot 100 than Elvis Presley, Elton John, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. Most streamed artist of all time. 13 Billboard Awards, the most ever in one night. 27 total Billboard Awards, the most wins in music history. A record 431 weeks on Hot 100. Luck is defined as success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own action. This is far from chance. This is purposeful choices, selfless gestures, relentless hours, and a whole lot of good karma. This is clinical, surgical, militant. Even when they don't want to compete anymore, you find someone to challenge every single time, even if that someone is yourself. It's not luck, my good friends. It's certain destiny.
But they fell out. Drake dissed LeBron on his song Fighting Irish, which caused LeBron to take Kendrick's side in the beef. Well, fast forward to now, and Drake clearly held a grudge over that because in the leaked song, Drake slammed LeBron for being a betrayer. He rapped, "I shouldn't even be shocked to see you in that arena because you always made your career off of switching teams up. Please stop asking what's going on with 23andMe. I'm a real ninja and he's not. It's in my DNA." But unfortunately for him, this diss didn't do what he thought it would, because fans have been clowning him. They said stuff like, "Mind you, this is a 40-year-old man still crying over losing a rap battle 2 years ago. How tragic. Kendrick on this ninja's mind at 1 a.m. And 2 years later, Kendrick still got him spiraling and crying like a bee. Weak diss, LMAO. Well, it looks like Kendrick took the bait because, according to some sources from his label, Kendrick is in the studio recording a Not Like Us Part 2. And if it's anything like the first one, well, let's just say that Drake needs to go ahead and put his therapist on speed dial because y'all can bet that Kendrick's clapback is going to be brutal. Oh, but it gets even messier because now, Drake is threatening to sue again if Kendrick disses him because it's going to be proof that everything he alleged in his lawsuit was true. According to this report, on November 25th, just 3 days after Kendrick dropped GNX, Drake's Frozen Moments LLC filed a lawsuit accusing UMG and Spotify of orchestrating an illegal scheme involving bots, payola, and other methods to artificially inflate Kendrick's chart-topping diss track, Not Like Us. The filing states UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves. According to the legal documents, over the course of 16 days, the two artists released 8 so-called diss tracks, with increasingly heated rhetoric, loaded accusations, and imagery. The penultimate song of this feud, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, dealt the metaphorical killing blow. The song contains lyrics explicitly accusing Drake of being a PDF file, set to a catchy beat and propulsive bass line. Not Like Us went on to become a cultural sensation, achieving immense commercial success and critical acclaim. And get this, Drake's lawyers argued that UMG violated the federal RICO statute. Yeah, the same law usually used to take down organized crime groups. They also accused UMG of shady business practices and false advertising under New York law. What makes this whole thing even wilder is that Drake is basically going after the same company that helped build his career from day one. UMG has been backing him since the early Young Money days with Lil Wayne through Republic Records and later when Drake signed directly under Republic himself. At the same time, Kendrick has also been under the UMG umbrella his entire career, first through TDE and now PG Lang, both connected to Interscope. But UMG clearly wasn't about to let Drake throw those accusations around unchecked. They fired back fast in a statement to Billboard, calling the claims offensive and absurd, basically telling Drake he might be bigging himself up a little too much. The statement read, "The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans choose the music they want to hear." Unfortunately for Drake, The judge sided with UMG and he lost the case. But he didn't stop there, because according to this report, he took the case to appeals, claiming that the first judge dismissed it unfairly. Again, the case was dismissed and he had to take. But it looks like we might be about to see yet another round of drama, with Kendrick's upcoming diss track and Drake keeping his lawyers on speed dial. It's gonna get messy, and if the first round was a mess, this next one is going to be pure chaos.